Why, hello guys. Boom, boom, boom. Guess what we're talking about today for Education Day? We are talking about cardio, health, heart health, and so forth. And the cool thing about cardio is it doesn't just work our heart. It works our respiratory system, it does work our muscular system. There's all these different types of things that it works. And with the time that we're in right now, when it comes to COVID, we want to make sure that our respiratory system, but really our whole health of our system is doing well. Because if you look at our body, everything is connected. I know I've talked about these in the past videos, but if our heart health isn't good, we can't gain a lot of strength. If our strength or muscles aren't very good, we're not going to work our cardio system or cardiovascular system or respiratory system. So all those things play an important factor. But I want to talk about how heart health and cardiorespiratory can really help with building up your immunity and also fighting off COVID and what's going on. What's interesting though is we know, okay, regardless of things that have come out this year, is that heart disease is the #1 killer in the world, not just America, in the world, okay? It's because of the fact that we don't work our heart. We don't work those things. Respiratory, breathing wise, we don't. And a lot of us in America, we don't breathe very well, right? We like to suck it in, right? Hey, do I look good today? Right, like no, we don't breathe like that. We gotta breathe through our bellies and so forth, but I won't get into that. So we've got a couple options that we use here at the Kiln. We use this VersaClimber, which is a beast. It can be, we can change the resistance. And then we use this Rogue bike, which is actually a great option for cardio. You can actually use it for just your arms, do just your feet, or do both simultaneously. And it actually helps with that whole CPG. That's why I bought this. It helps with CPG. And if you look at this one right here, the VersaClimber, this also worked the CPG, right, or central pattern generator. I did a video on that in the frontal plane, okay? Now I haven't found one that we can do one where it's rotational, right? Anyways, but working our heart's gonna be crucial. One thing that's really cool is there was a study that was just done talking about how we do 20 minutes of cardio or endurance training each day that can actually help us fight off the effects of COVID, right? Why is that? Because we are challenging and stressing, dosing it appropriately, our cardiorespiratory system or cardiovascular system, and that's working our breathing system to help us fight this off. The better we breathe, the better we're gonna be able to filtrate things and so forth and keep us healthy, okay? So, I would recommend you guys doing that. Go for a walk, go for a jog if you like to jog, right? It doesn't need to be high intensity type stuff, okay? Now, if you're wondering where should I start, the cool thing is we can help you with that. We can do it virtually, we can also do it in person. So we'd love to help you guys with that. If you know where should I start, what's my heart rate, what should I be my heart rate and so forth based off of where I'm starting, that's probably the key thing you gotta think about. Where should I start because I'm not overtaxing myself. We gotta make sure our hearts are staying healthy. We gotta take it on an excursion. We gotta make sure if I'm going through my workday all the time here on my feet, my heart rate's kind of staying the same unless I demonstrate an exercise, I do it for 30 minutes or I work out. Well, how can we take the heart and get it to get some variability? That varies, and that's the beauty of training. Everybody talks about when it comes to workouts, you gotta switch things up, mix it up, right? Like Tony Horton, I think it was, with P90X, said we gotta do muscle confusion, which I think I talked about in that video. There's no such thing as muscle confusion, right? If muscles were confused, we would not be in a good position. But anywho, here nor there, we wanna challenge our system to make sure it can become dynamic. And if you're wondering how to do that, reach out to us, let us know. But I would encourage you all to make sure you're working your heart by doing some cardio, because that's gonna help you in gaining strength, maintaining endurance, making sure your joints are doing well. It helps with blood flow, lymph flow, all those types of things. So we wanna make sure we're getting things going through our system that can get filtrated out. So I recommend do some cardio because we wanna keep that heart nice and strong. All right, guys? If you have any more questions about that, let me know. Thanks for watching today, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.